And we are back on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show, bringing you all of your real estate news for the past 26 years. The nation's, the world's longest-running real estate radio show.
Yes.
You know anybody's been doing it longer? I have no way to verify it. I Googled it. So far, it looks like I am. But this is Cleve Loveland, along with Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger. Got a couple of listings real quick I want to talk about. I've got an awesome one. We talk about that median price in Orlando. You know, the median price 2 years ago was about $270. Well, now it's $320. And right now I've got one for $329 in Altamont, solar panels on the house, newer roof. We've got fresh paint inside and out, awesome house for $329.9, two-car garage right in Spring Oaks in Altamont, no homeowner association right by the park, just an awesome location. I've got a gated house in Dr. Phillips, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,000 square feet. And it's a 3-way split plan. And it's hard to find something at 2,000 square feet with the 3 full baths. But the bonus is you're in a nice gated community. This house was built in the early 2000s, so it's got gorgeous master bath with tub and shower. Just a beautiful home, formal living and family room off the kitchen. And then I've got one. Two.
What's that one go for?
That's $418.
Yeah,
$418.
And it's in what area?
Dr. Phillips.
For a 3-way split plan.
Yeah, 4 bedroom, 3 bath.
4-3.
So you got room for the in-laws, you got room for 2 kids, and then you got your room. So yeah, beautiful house.
That's a good buy right there.
That's a Beezer home. They were a great builder. So, and then I've got that is the best price for a 4-3 in Dr. Phillips and in Southwest Orlando in a gated community. And then I've got 2 acres in Eustis, 3,000 square feet for $599.9, and that's no HOA. Great neighborhood. It's getting so hard. Bruce, I remember when I had 13, 14 years ago, I had 30 short sales on 5 acres for $299 out in Claremont and Eustis and Mount Dora and in East Orlando. And this is just 2 acres for $599.9. This should go quickly.
What kind of property is on it? What kind of house?
It's a 3,000 square foot house, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's the owner runs a fence company, so it's gated. Just beautiful property. It's woods, no homeowner association. Just give us a call, $599.9. And the one thing I want to make a note of, Bruce, and you tell me your prediction for 2022 on interest rates and what things are happening. But I think our inventory is going to slowly start to climb. Now, what tells me this is the number of offers I get. I was getting 10 to 20 offers on homes beginning first half of the year. It's been slowing down to where I'm still getting a lot of offers, which is good. I'm getting multiple offers. But one thing that shows me people are getting greedy. Hogs get fat, pigs get slaughtered. Remember this. When your neighbors are selling for $550, you don't price your house at $650. You price your house for $569 or $565. And
or $550 and get a lot of bids on it.
And get a whole bunch of bids. Now, because what I'm seeing, Bruce, is I'm seeing usually about 10% of the market every month. If there's 4,000 listings, about 500 of them every month expire. Believe it or not, they get tired, they don't sell. They got the wrong marketing plan. They got the wrong realtor pricing it wrong. They got it staged wrong. Something's wrong. And that number is starting to climb, the number of listings expiring. And also, when I'm checking on a house, I'll check and see, and I'll come up with a price and say, all right, that house should be listed for $550, $555, $560. And I look and see, I'm like, who are these crazy people down the street for $650?
Right.
And I'm seeing a lot of that. People are getting a little greedy. You've got to have comps to back it up. Buyers have so much information in the palm of their hand in their phone. We didn't really have a lot of smartphone technology back in 07, 08 when the bubble was happening. And they know what the house looked like down the street. And you've had 5 billy goats and 3 labradoodles, and you were breeding chickens in the back of your back screen area of your pool area, and the house is torn to shreds. You had fostered 15 children in it, and it needs a rehab. You can't ask what the really sharp fixer-upper down the sharp cream puff down the street that sold for $550. Right. You can't go way above it.
Well,
it has to make sense.
If you want a professional real estate agent to come out and evaluate it and give you a realistic price, I can tell you'll get more with hiring a professional real estate agent than you will one of these iBuyer companies. Call Cleve at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. If you'd like to get approved for a mortgage, I can increase your chances on being selected as the winning offer by up to 70% with my fast track loan approval. That's a full loan approval. What I will do, and here's how I'll elevate you. Not only will I guarantee a less than 30-day closing, I close most of them in 21 days, but I will call the listing agent and I will guarantee in writing that I will pay the seller up to $500 per day that I miss the closing. Now, do you think that's going to get the seller's attention?
Yes.
Do you think that your bank is going to make that same offer if they're doing your mortgage?
No.
Do you think your credit union will do that?
No. They won't.
Do you think the Rocket's going to do that?
Hell no.
None of them are going to do that.
No.
But I'll do it because I know I'm going to close the transaction.
You know what kicks it over the top for me? When I've got 10 offers on my desk for a house, what kicks it over the top is I see you on a loan. I'm like, okay, that buyer's going to the top of the pile. But like you will call me and let me know, hey, this buyer is good. Or you and I talk daily just about. But if another lender calls me and says, hey, I've got all their paperwork, I've got this, I've got that, they are golden. They're not worried about the appraisal. They've got so much cash down, it might, the appraisal might be waived, things like that. When I hear that from the loan rep, because I ask questions of the realtor and they go, I don't know. Good. I don't know. I got to check on that. So it's my job to try and make sure I get the best offer for my seller and a deal that will close. Because somebody could offer me a pie in the sky price, but I got to know if it's going to close.
The non-qualified person will come in the highest.
They'll come in the highest, yeah.
So if you have questions about that, you want to get approved for your financing, do it the right way. Talk to me, the loan arranger. I've got the best possible interest rates. I've got the best terms. I've got the best service that you'll get in the industry, and you are going to close on time. I don't see my loans not closing on time. I will pay the seller up to $500 per day that I miss that closing if you are approved on my fast track program. Just ask me about that. You can reach me directly at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. Now, this helps the client that's frustrated. I see clients still call me and go, you know what? I'm getting frustrated, Bruce, because I've made offers on 5 properties and I'm coming in at full price offer and I'm still missing out. That's because you have not made the seller or the listing agent feel comfortable with your offer. Yep. And it's not always the highest price.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not always the highest
price. I will use the highest price and go to the person that I got the honor call from, like you, and I'll say, hey, tell your buyer, this is their counter offer. Let us know what's going to happen. Right. Because I know that loan's a done deal. Whereas I got a letter from the Rocket that says basically it's just, if the buyer's not lying, it's approved.
Pre-qualification that's cloaked as a pre-approval letter.
Yep.
So, it's funny because I make that guarantee, right? And I'm going to tell you a story. This is a story that just happened. Had a client, matter of fact, called me from the radio. I'm doing the mortgage. Guy is works for one of the local sheriffs here. I'm not going to say which one. And works a ton of overtime. And he's required to work overtime. But due to budget constraints, the sheriff's department would not verify the overtime that I already knew he made. And they checked a box that this overtime will not continue, and I could not use it. And it almost killed the transaction. And he's calling me up, okay? He's calling me up going, hey, loan arranger, you promised you'd pay $500 per day if we miss that closing. Now, I'm just telling you something. Here's how committed I was. I knew I had to fix it. And he was frustrated actually with me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't me, it was his employer. But he was just frustrated because now he had the moving truck was packed. Yep. His kids had to check into the school, and he was really frustrated. Do you know that my staff stayed in the office till 10:30 at night to find a solution to fix that problem? And we did, and he closed on time.
Wow. Awesome.
Closed on time. And I'm going to tell you something. It was a little hairy because I was, that guarantee of closing on time and paying that fee, my company does not pay that. I pay that.
Yeah.
That's out of my own pocket. Yep. That's out of Bruce's pocket. That comes out of my bank account to pay that. But that's why my clients get to the closing and we don't miss closings.
All right. I know I tell realtors all the time, you want your loan to get done, just call Bruce. So you definitely got to do that. And phone number?
407-250-9144.
And for Cleve Loveland, 407-352-8118. I want to back up to one thing. You said early show, you're closing jumbo loans. That's above what now, 650?
Jumbos as of January 1st are going to be 625, or a loan over 625.
Okay, so You're closing loans over 625. You said you're locking people in the twos. Now, I assume that's a good credit score and good documentation.
That's a good credit score. That's 20%.
But in the twos?
Down. Yes. I locked a client in at 2.875%, no points on a jumbo.
So I got a friend of mine looking to buy on the Chain of Lakes and Dr. Phillips for about $1.6 million. It's got probably $300,000 or $400,000 down. And so you can get that $1.1 million, $1.2 million
20% down on, if you want that type of rate, it's 20% down. But listen to this. For those that don't want to take their money out of the market,
yep.
Because, I don't know, on $1.6 million, without me doing too much math, $1.6 million at 20% is $320,000.
Yep.
So as long as he's got $320,000
yep.
down, he can get those kind
of
terms.
Lower interest rate. Yep.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I came up with a program for high-end buyers that don't want to take their money out of the market.
Yep.
I've got a 3.5% down.
What?
Jumbo loan.
It sounds like an FHA for jumbos.
It is in the threes, but here's the difference of that and FHA. No PMI. No PMI. 3.5% down up to $1.5 million. I'll go to $1.75 million with 5% down. I don't know a lender anywhere that'll do that program.
That's incredible.
Now the rate is a little bit higher than my traditional jumbo, but not much.
Well, here's the difference. So they're putting down. Let's say they put down. What would that be? It'd only be like $100,000.
Well, yeah. If you were buying $1.6 million,
it'd be $50,000.
It'd be $50,000.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
so they didn't put down. So they saved $250 still in their bank account, and the difference would be okay. Your payment's a couple $100 higher, but you've got $250 in the market still making you money.
That's right.
At more than. Hopefully at more than 4 or 5%.
Well, it's $270,000, and
yep.
right now, anybody that's in the market in not keeping their money in their checking account is making 15%,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, but even if it was 10%, if you were making 10% on your investment, that's $27,000 per year, or an equivalent to $2,250 a month.
Yeah.
Now, your payment's not $2,250
no, it's not extra.
a month more.
A couple $100 more. Yeah. So
right, it's a few $100 more.
This is what's important, Bruce, about sitting down with you. I have lenders call me all the time going, Mr. Loveland, I'd like to talk to you. I hear you do a lot of business. I'd like to talk to you about our loan products. I'm like, I always give people time. I always want to help other professionals with their job and talk to them. When they come in, they got the same stuff.
Right.
You guys at CrossCountry, you guys are like leading the pack.
I don't know any other lender anywhere.
That's why you're with them.
Our construction perm program, not only is our construction perm program the best that I've ever seen in the business, but I also do FHA and VA construction perms. I don't know any other lender out there that's doing VA construction perms or FHA.
I never heard of that in my life.
Yeah. Right? Now, I'd heard of FHA, and I think there's probably about 5 companies in the entire country, and half of them don't even lend in Florida, that'll do an FHA construction perm. I'm doing FHA and VA.
Yeah.
Now, 5% down. So, matter of fact, I love my VA program. And by the way, if you already own your lot, whatever the lot's worth is your down payment. You already got down payment into it.
Yeah.
So I'm helping out a veteran right now that's buying up in Lake County, and he bought the lot. The lot's all his down payment. He's coming to the table with no money on a VA transaction.
Yep.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, you want to get into that type of transaction, you're interested in understanding more about a construction perm loan, then call me at 407-250-9144. Or if you're interested in my jumbo loan, call me at the same number. You can text me at that number, 407-250-9144. Or you can go directly and apply online right now at WeBringYouHome.com. If you'd like to talk to Cleve or anybody on his team, amazing buyer's agents, Cleve is the best in the business when it comes to analyzing your home and listing your property. He can be reached at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. We got about 30 seconds more in this segment.
When we come back, I want to talk about getting a house ready to sell. This is literally cost hardly anything, but will make you 2-3% of your home price. So if you're in the average house in Central Florida, it's going to make you $10,000 by listening to me, by calling me before you get ready to go on the market.
So stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger.
Talk to our sound guy about that.